Good morning, YouTube. Warzone added BR Classic. What do we think about that? Let's share some thoughts, the goods, the bads, the evils, the why evens. So BR Classic get added. That means no Gulag, no loadouts, no buy stations, no rebuy, not getting your teammates back. They're dead. They are dead. As much as that is an appealing idea to certain people, like probably the PUBG crowd. That's it, actually. Every other BR has a RS. Okay, so obviously the hardcore BR experience for some that are going to be like, I really want to see how the game would play without loadouts. Which is an interesting thought because it kind of gives you that feel. I pick up ground loot and it matters. Because right now picking up ground loot doesn't matter at all. So the mere feeling of actually finding a legendary sniper, you get the end state, you get the witching hour. That feeling finally is like, ooh, yeah, I get a cool sniper, we can play. And not like, okay, the enemy team is definitely going to have 3 snipers or they're going to all have their MP5s ready. It's going to be a different feeling of gun variety. That's a plus point. I definitely see it that way, since usually you have like a certain meta, you know, okay, they're going to have MP5 M4s, they're going to have M4 snipers, they're going to have snipers plus, yada yada. The ground loot mattering, the ground loot being worth it, is probably the most beautiful part about the classic BR. Obviously, missing the Gulag and the buyback option can be very frustrating, because now playing aggressive has a risk, which accelerates it for some, but which also kind of takes the aggressivity out of a lot of people. Because you know, if you're aggressive in early game, if you go crazy on a hot drop and you die, well, then you're going to sit there 20 minutes watching your teammates play a game, or you have to force them to back out. Imagine landing at Superstore. You all get 5 kills. You die. That's 15 kills for the whole team. Are you just going to like go AFK for 20 minutes now, 30 minutes, let your teammates play it out? Or are we going to be like, hey, we're going to back out and give it another whirl? And that has always been like the worst feeling about like a classic BR. We're just going to sit there and you're going to be, do I want to push? Then I die, then I have to wait 20 minutes for my teammates to finish. Especially as a streamer, you have to ask yourself the question, who's the first to go in? Because if you're the streamer the first to go in and you die, well then you're not going to offer your community good content. Yes, if you succeed, it's going to be great content, a great Twitch clip. If you die, your community is going to watch other people play for quite a while, where that can still be interesting and you can still make content out of that in your own way by commentating on that. You generally just have to sit back and let others do your job for you. And that can be a very frustrating experience that has happened in PUBG countless times, for example. I think my greatest problem with a classic BR in Warzone is there is so much utility to have a perfect camp. Certain buildings are super easy to hold. They have 1 choke point, they have 2 choke points. So if you have a full 3-man team that's all going for claymores, bouncing betties, C4s, restock, whatsoever, just picks up all these things, just has a perfect chokehold, a triple angle. You go up and there's no way you're actually going to be able to flick all 3 angles. They have a trophy system down, and so on and so on. As we have the non-classic BR, you just rush it and see what happens. You're going to be like, yeah, okay, they're rooftop camping, it's fine. We'll go in, you know, still strategically, we're going to try to do our things. Worst case scenario, we die, win our Gulag, here we go again. Now it's like, do we really want to do this? Answer is for the content, maybe, but everyone is going to be frustrated if you just, that's the thing, everyone is just going to be frustrated. You're going to push, it's a team of rooftop campers, you might succeed or you might not succeed, but if you don't succeed, everyone is going to be frustrated because that round is over. Could have been the greatest round of your life, and you choose to do a for the content play, doesn't work. And people are going to be like, man, yikes. I do believe it's definitely a mode for a lot of people out there to enjoy, but it's going to be a minority of the community. I guess more would be asking, as always, for duos. But in total, really, no Gulag. Gulag is kind of what makes Warzone Warzone. The loadouts is kind of what makes Warzone Warzone. I could live with no loadouts. I could live with it. Then again, I don't want to, because it makes a lot of the charm of the game. Because you can really decide what gun you want to play with on a whim. You can be like, I want to play MP5. I want to play Kilo. I want to play Ram. I want to play Sniper. You know, you can literally every game choose what do you want to do. Okay, some people just go growl M4, growl Sniper, growl MP5 every single freaking game. But you can choose that. The Gulag is your comeback option, so you're actually allowed to make crazy plays, you know? You're allowed to make crazy plays. You're allowed to disappoint your teammates by making something stupid. But as long as you win your Gulag, you come back and everything's forgotten. Right now, you do something crazy, you do something stupid, and you're like, hey guys, I did it for YouTube. They're gonna be like, yeah, fuck you. You're dead. You're gonna be sitting there now for 20 minutes, and that's sad. You know, we're one teammate down. We get to win it with 2 or 1, worst case scenario. If you just get sniped while crossing a river by a team of campers that have no reason to move anymore, because there's no contract. So what you gonna do? There's nothing to buy with money. You know, you don't need the money for the rebuys and things like that. So yeah, I don't know how to say this. I really feel that this mode isn't it, Jim. There is great YouTube content coming from a lot of people. So there's like, you know, we won the classic mode, we won the classic mode, we won the classic mode, we won the classic mode. But I'll be completely honest with you. I just prefer to watch people go absolutely mad crazy in, to give it their all, to just maximize the mechanics of the game, the Gulag, the buyback, the rests, to go for a scavenger contract to rest the whole team, to go for another scavenger contract to rest the whole team again after it went 2, 3, or 4 times into just dying like maniacs, and then to have like an 80, 90, 100 kill game at the end. Amazing content. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. I hope you do enjoy the classic BR mode, or you do share a common opinion with me. For some it will be fun. Absolute minority of the community. For me, it's like a play it once. Good that we talked about it, and then just go back having fun in quads. Enjoy your days in the Warzone. Thanks for watching the content here. If you like this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below if you want more like this, if you want more reactions to what's happening in the Warzone and around games. Have a wonderful good time.